This is Oscar Bevis for the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN. Good to see my man, Gavin Gwynne.
As always. Yeah.
Pleasure, mate. It's a pleasure. Thanks for giving me a little bit of your time.
Yeah, no
I always
problem.
feel bad when I'm taking someone away from fight night. I know you've probably done enough interviews over the last couple of weeks. So let's take it back to last weekend. I was with you in the change room immediately after your fight with Cameron Vuong. What on earth have the emotions been like in the week since?
Just crazy, but obviously I was just emotional. Obviously everyone's seen the interview after. I was crying, and do you know, that was a must-win fight for me, and like I won it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Everyone knows it. Everyone in boxing have come up to me and said to me, and someone there, just random person saying to me, just like I just got robbed. But I've been good. Obviously, I watched it back. I think it was Tuesday. I watched it back, and 2-3 rounds I won it by easy, so comfortable. Obviously, the only 3 people who didn't have me winning there was 3 judges were sitting ringside. Other than that, feeling good. Spirits is good because everyone thought I was out. Obviously, going off the last 2 performances, didn't really perform, did I? And that was probably the best performance I'd done in the last two years, I'd say. So feeling good really now.
Was it tough to watch back?
It is tough. No, like coming off a loss, it's hard to watch back. But in my head, going off all the comments, I knew I'd won it. That's what Gary said to me. He said, next couple of days you'll realise what you've just done in there to supposedly the best prospect in Britain, and I went and beat him, and I went and showed it live on DAZN. Even Eddie Hearn said it, so I think that says it all.
Just in terms of your game plan going into the fight, I think it was quite clear for all of us to see what your intention was to work hard, was to throw more punches than Cameron. That is what you showed and done in the ring. But what you got from him, is that what you expected? Did you get a Cameron Vuong that you thought would come?
Yeah, 100%. Everything we planned on. We knew he was going to be pop shot in. We knew he was going to be sharp the first couple of rounds. But I didn't think I'd close the distance in the first round. I just closed the distance, and it was no power there. It was speed there, accuracy, really good footwork, good IQ. He's a good fighter. I got nothing but respect for him. This is nothing to do with him. This is all down to the judges. There's nothing, like, he didn't score the fight. But big respect for Cameron. We just got to run it back now, 2025, yeah.
So you look at the Mark Chamberlain fight, for example, and it was clear to see that the power Mark had was power felt by you, and I guess that changes the course of the fight.
Yeah.
When you talk about the punches that Cameron did land, because he did land punches in the fight, would it be fair to say, in terms of other fights you've had, and again we'll go back to the Chamberlain one, you didn't respect the power like you did when it come to Mark Chamberlain?
No, after the first round, I literally sat on the stool, and I said to Gary, I said, there's no power there. And I got a good chin anyway, so...
How quickly can you get a sense of that?
Pretty quick, within the first minute, because the first round I'll let him land a good couple of shots so I can feel the power when I'm feeling fresh, and I can block them, sort of thing, on the gloves, half block.
You boxers are mental. The first minute or so I'll let him land a few punches.
Yeah, but that's the way I fight. Obviously other fighters got to warm up into it, but that's the way I sort of do it and go from there. Obviously with the Mark Chamberlain fight, I had a broken eye socket within the first minute, so I couldn't really see the punches coming, but yeah.
So going forward now, I know you and Cameron have spoke. And like you said, there's no dislike.
No, it's mutual respect there.
Him.
Obviously, I respect him as a fighter. Yeah. We've just done 10 rounds, amazing rounds for the British public.
Entertaining rounds.
Yeah,
for sure.
Entertaining rounds. And I just said to him, have a good Christmas, have a New Year, and we see what obviously next year brings for us.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, part of your conversation, you kind of, don't want to use the phrase, stuck it on him, but you said to him, look, this is something that we need to run back.
Oh, of course, yeah, we got to run it back. Look at the boxing public. Nearly all of them have voted for me, so that just goes to show. His own promoter have said I won the fight. Eddie never does that, and I know for a fact he never does it. Do you know what I mean? So for him to say that, everyone has seen the fight. I even had Tyson Fury follow me from the fight. It says from a poster DAZN posted. Tyson Fury followed me today. I was
Follow
like,
back from the Gypsy King.
I was like, yes, the Gypsy King.
No one cares about the fights. You've won.
Yeah.
The Gypsy King's giving you the follow back. The seal of approval from the GK.
Yeah, that's it today. But I just like, do you know, I got so many positives to take from that, because obviously going to a new gym, everyone thought I was shot, I was done, I was over the hill, but that just goes to show there's plenty more in the tank.
Have people been admitting that to you? Have people come up to you and been saying,
No,
look, I thought that... I thought I was writing you off slightly. I heard someone say it due to...
Yeah, someone said earlier on they wrote me off.
Just a bit of honesty. Like,
yeah,
look,
I'd rather that, because a lot of people rip me off. Obviously, they won't say it to my face, but a lot of people ripped me off. They said I was over the hill, obviously. And that's probably down to the last 2 performances as well. But like Gary said, he was over the moon, because next fight we're going to be even better. He said this is our first fight together, so we're not going to be doing everything that he said. You're always going to go back to what you used to do before when it starts getting hard, sort of thing. But he said you were doing things in there that we worked on, and it worked. So another couple of months in the gym now, it's going to work even better in the next fight. Yeah. So
obviously, I know the career direction of Cameron Vuong isn't your concern, and it's not something you will have a say in. But just from, even if you were to take the hat off, your hat off, that you fought Cameron and you want the rematch, do you feel like for his career, he needs to take this fight? Yeah,
he's got to take this fight. Because if he avoids this fight, everyone knows that, and he knows he's lost. So he's got to like put the wrong right, sort of thing. He's got to, there's nowhere else he can do it. Otherwise, well, the public is just going to slate him for it. Do you know what? He would probably, as a fighter, he probably wants to fight, like as well as I do. So
yeah, big balls taking the fight.
Of course he does,
and that's
what I said. I always just respected him for taking it, because boxing would be a much better place if there was more fighters out there like Cameron, and that's 100%. Because you got fighters like me who are willing to fight. The last 3 fighters I fought were all unbeaten fighters. There's no one doing it like me out there. Like you have a look at the record. I think it was like fucking something like 60-0. The record of my last 3 fighters. Who's doing it like that? No one is. I'm a proper throwback fighter. Do you know what I mean? I don't care about records. I just wanna fight, and that's it. Like.
Not that it's an uncomfortable question, but it's quite an uncomfortable topic. When you're sitting in the change room and you have the feelings that you have after, was there even a small percent of you that thought, you know what, really this ain't worth it?
Yeah, well,
I've spoke to many a fighter after a decision that they didn't like or agree with, and in the moment, or at least a couple of days after, I know a few of them have said to me, we've had them little looks in the mirror and gone, why am I doing this?
100%. Obviously, I jumped out the ring and I said, I'm fucking done with boxing. That's it. I'm done. And Eddie grabbed me and he said, get back in the ring. So he said, jump back in the ring. We'll sort this now. And jumped on the microphone. DAZN didn't show it. Obviously, me and Cameron in the ring on the microphone, and we had a talk. And he said we just got to get a rematch on. Obviously, I love fighting. I don't know. Someone's gonna have to just take my license off me, I think. So it's gonna I don't think I'll ever be able to.
How long is this gonna go on for? How long does the Gavin Gwynne story
until my body gives in, I think. Because my wife, she hates me doing it now. She wants me just to.
Did she want you to hang the gloves up a while
ago? Yeah. But obviously, it's not nice for her seeing her husband, and obviously my boy as well. I don't like him watching the fights obviously live, because you never know what's gonna happen. But it's not nice, obviously, my boy seeing me coming home, bruised up eyes. It's not nice for a kid to see his father coming home like that. Like, do you know what I mean? But it's my job at the end of the day. That's how I pay the bills, and that's how I put a roof over his head and put food on the table. Like, yeah.
Can I ask the little man one question? I won't get you on the camera shot. Who's the best boxer in the world?
Gavin Gwynne.
There you go. I ain't
going to disagree with that. Mate, Gavin, what a pleasure. Respect to you and respect to Cameron. It was a really entertaining fight. And that's why I think, despite what people think about the scorecards, if it was a fight that didn't grip us, then we wouldn't be that bothered about seeing again. The fact it gripped us and the fact that there was a bit of controversy means it's a fight we want to see again. Respect to you, respect to Cameron. Big balls to him for taking it. And brilliant performance from you.
And another thing, like obviously,
it's a great number 2 is going to be brilliant, right? The little storyline, the narrative.
And obviously with the Saudi cards as well, I'm sure His Excellency would love to see that fight again on one of his cards. So maybe a match on one of his cards.